Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you right off the bat. I have never ever won NaNoWriMo. So we're all in the same boat. So if you clicked on this video looking for a reason to do nano and all of your excuses you've used up, this is the one reason that you should. In short, that's it. However, I promise I'll give you some good content. This is kind of gonna be a little bit explaining why I think you should do NaNoWriMo. And honestly, around this time of month, I go onto YouTube and I search these kinds of videos and I'm always like, yeah, I should do it. This is my saying you should be really excited about because I'm gonna be doing it for like the 4th time. A little bit of background on me. Hello, my name is Gracey and I like to write, obviously. So this is my 4th attempt at NaNoWriMo. The first time I attempted, I was 16 years old. I attempted to write the same novel that I'm still going to attempt to write. I have an interesting relationship with NaNoWriMo. I'll start off the month, I'll go to writers club meetings at the library, download the little calendar where it shows like your word count for each day. I even made vlogs in the past, like I think last year, the year before I did for Camp Nano, like I actually vlogged the first day or something and that's it, like I vlogged once and then I just lose steam and I don't finish it. Like I really want to do it. I don't stick to anything. This is the one thing I want to stick to from start to finish. The first draft of a very long project, but finish a project. I think I read a quote somewhere, I don't know who it was, I'll see if I can find it when I'm editing the video. But someone said, when I'm writing is the only time I feel like I shouldn't be doing anything else. And that's so true. That's my little spiel right there. All right, so those are the reasons why I'm doing nano. Now let's get on to the what. So what am I doing? So I have this book that I wrote when I was 14 years old. It's right here. This is it. And excuse the really cheesy title. Since then, this book has gone through about 5 incomplete rewrites. And in the last year, I haven't done anything with it, but I've been thinking about other ways to rewrite it. When I was 14 years old, this book was about 3 Ukrainian sisters named Larissa, Lydia, and Liana. Very cheesy, I know they all start with L. 1942, Ukraine. Their parents have been taken to work camps, they live with their grandma. They get kidnapped one night by Nazis. 2 of the girls go to a Lebensborn center in Poland and they go through Germanization, they get brainwashed, they get sent to be adopted out into German families. And the other girl, because she doesn't have blonde hair and blue eyes and look Aryan, she goes to a work camp in Germany, talks about their experiences throughout the war and their fight to get back to each other. So really cool premise, I loved it, but it was too big for me. The amount of research is insane and it scares me off every single time I try to write it. And then I thought, well, how about we do a Canadian twist on things? And I recently discovered a show on Netflix called X Company. It's about the first and only North American spy camp in Ontario, Canada that trained spies, I think British spies, American spies, and obviously Canadian spies. And the story of the resistance and spies has always interested me, and I've always had such a proud, yes, go Canada, for Canada's involvement in both wars. I feel like that's more my place to write from that perspective. The write what you know. And I'd bring the story down to a more human level because I was writing it on a world perspective. I wanted to tell every single aspect of every single story. And I realized that the most powerful war stories are from one set of eyes. That's kind of what I'm doing. So how is my nano journey going to be documented? I'm obviously going to write, but I do want to share with you guys. So I'm thinking of weekly vlogs, like 4 videos, and each of them is comprised of like small moments throughout a week. I'm also thinking of doing advice videos up until then. You got this, keep going. If you're 30,000 words in and you just want to die. Anyways, that's enough about me. Let's get into you guys now. So the reason you clicked on this video is because it's titled something like why you should do NaNoWriMo. Who should do it? Who is the you that I'm talking about? First-time writers. If you've never written a fictional story in your life before, but you want to, this is a great time to do it because you're embarking on a writing journey when so many other people are. And writing is such a solitary act. That's why I get so excited for NaNoWriMo, because like finally people are talking about their writing actively and everyone's doing it and reaching towards the same goal and all suffering together. So that's why you should do it. Someone who's scared to write, maybe you haven't written in years, maybe you've always wanted to write but you just never have. I think one of the scariest things is just starting, and I don't really have a lot of tips on how to start other than just getting so frustrated with yourself that you finally just do it one day. Oh, crap. And it's taken me years to get to that point, but I've finally become so just fed up with myself that I just want to do it. So if you're scared to do it, I think that's a perfect reason that you should do it. If you're bored, honestly, I'm bored. I need a purpose in life. No, I need something creative, intense, time-consuming, mind-consuming, hard, easy, fun, terrible. And it's amazing because it takes you out of your own reality, yet you're so in reality because you're creating, if that makes any sense. Another reason, if you're sad, just try it. If you've never tried writing before, so many, mental health professionals, they say writing helps. Writing about someone else can be really empowering. You can hide bits of yourself in your character and still address it and still get it off your chest. Basically, if you clicked on this video, you know you want to do it, so you should. Now you're probably thinking, great, I have no idea how to start. Where are the advice videos? Well, this is going to be a crash course in doing a 5-minute plan of your novel right now. Welcome to my crash course in NaNoWriMo. Okay guys, first of all, if you're really stuck and you don't know what to write, my best advice is write a novel that you've always wanted to read. For me, that would be a historical fiction YA novel, and something you know or are interested in. It makes it a little bit less daunting with research and stuff. So for me, I'm very interested in history, so that's why I'm picking a historical fiction novel. Pick a genre. Fantasy, sci-fi, romance, contemporary fiction, realistic fiction, historical fiction, mystery, anything. You can also have cross genres too. So you could do a romance historical fiction. I'm doing a historical fiction young adult novel. Pick an audience. Are you writing for kids, for middle grade, YA, young adult, new adult, or adult? So once you've picked that, pick a format. How are you going to tell your story? Are you going to tell your story in prose, in vignettes, in verse? Is it going to be a memoir, poems, collection of essays, anthology? Is it going to be fiction, nonfiction? What format are you going to write it in? This one I have a prop for. Can you guess? This is a map of Europe political from like the 1980s. I was using it for research in my story. So pick a time period, pick a setting, what country is it going to be in? Is it your own made-up world? Now we need to get to your main character. So I want you to imagine you're having a baby and you're thinking about names. So go to a baby name site and pick a name. It could be any name. Picking a name establishes a little bit, because when you think of a name, you kind of almost instinctively start to imagine somebody. Then I want you very quickly to pretend your character has Twitter and write a Twitter bio or a tweet. It's like 140 characters, I think. Give them a secret. But this is just a tip I find gives your character depth. Right now you might still have a 2D character. This gives your character a depth. What are they hiding? Maybe they hate tomatoes. Maybe they murdered someone. Pick a secret anywhere along that spectrum. This is another generic one, but it helps. Give them a weakness and give them a strength. So maybe they hate sharing their feelings, but they're really good at listening to people. Give them 2 relationships. So give them other people to interact with. Give them a pet dragon, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a partner. Give them a parent, give them a sibling, give them a best friend, give them a dog, give them a hamster, give them a fish. Give them 2 people / animals / creatures that you can relate them to. And how does that relationship work within them? Hi, I'm filming a video, okay? I'm just gonna talk to myself. Throw a problem in there. And finally, what do they want more than anything? This starts the story off in motion, kind of drives your character. So what's gonna drive your character through the whole story? And then that problem is the first or the biggest obstacle for them getting that thing that they want. And I think that's it. That's the crash course. Basically, welcome to this journey. We'll go through it together. I hope this video was informative to you. If it wasn't, I hope I entertained you. I want you to make a promise right now. So get a piece of paper. Don't have a piece of paper, but I'll get one. And write the following.
I promise to try NaNoWriMo 2018.
And sign your name. Now it's legally binding and you can't do anything about it. No, I'm kidding. Basically, this is a promise to yourself that you promise to try. Trying doesn't mean anything more than sitting down and writing one word, or sitting down and writing 50,000. See you in the next video. Good luck. I hope this gave you some motivation to start. And until then, write on.